Art is not what you see, but what you make others see. And these are the words of famed French artist Edgar Degas.
And one of the country's leading baristas, Jabulani Thumbuni, can attest to this. He joins us this morning to talk all things caffeine related. Jabulani, we are so excited to take a look at some of your work and taste your coffee. How did you get into the industry?
Thank you for welcoming me, and hi to the viewers at home. So actually...
You can take down your mask.
I can take the mask now. Okay. So actually started as I was from the township looking for a job. Started just as a normal job for me, like 10 years ago. So as it started, a friend of mine introduced me to coffee. I was like, hey, bro, oh, they're looking for someone at work. Yeah. So I was like, man, anyway, anything is anything. I'm looking for a job. I need to work. Right. By the time I had a little baby on its way. So I was like, okay, now I need to get a job. Then I went there, started. He told me, actually, luckily, he tipped me, like, bro, when you get there, ask for a barista position.
Oh, nice.
Because there were many positions there. So if I would have went there and just, I'm looking for any job, that would have been maybe a cleaner or another position, which is not bad as well. It's a job.
It's a
you understand?
Did you have a love for coffee before coming in?
No, I didn't even know nada,
because
nothing.
I have a bone to pick with you. You are making us be judged by better coffee drinkers who believe their coffees are better than our team coffee. So do you have a love for coffee, hence you're in this job as well?
Yeah, actually my love of coffee grew when I started becoming a barista, getting behind that machine, seeing like, wow, this bigger than this, in this. Then it's where my passion grew up. I became more obsessed about coffee. Then I was like, no. In 3 months, I was be able to be behind the machine on my own, which is because if you love something and you really want to do it, it takes even a month, even a week, if you really want to do it. So yeah, by then, it went in, started to become independent. Unfortunately, I was working for a franchise. I'm that guy, creative guy.
Yeah.
Always want to come up with something new.
So you're working for yourself now?
Yeah, I'm working for myself at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have my company called Timbuni Coffee, which is my surname, Tumbuni.
Nice.
And the beans, where do you get your beans from?
Yeah, my beans are proudly South African. So proudly roasted in South Africa, proudly packaged in South Africa. So they're imported from other countries in Africa, which is they're like a blend. And the nicest thing about them, I give them the touch of South African, because I give them the name in blends, which is they're mostly the South African lingo, you understand?
Okay,
Trying to also explain to the guys overseas and also the guys who don't understand. Okay. So we have a lekker blend, which is Tanzanian. Lekker means...
Nice.
Delicious.
Which it also explains it right at the top also, what does it mean for someone who doesn't understand it. Then I have a Jabulani blend, which is my own blend. It's some love as well. It explains what Jabulani means. So inside is a blend of Tanzania, Uganda, and Ethiopian, which is a little bit more touch of mine. Then I have Nandi. Nandi, which is also, it explains what Nandi means. Yeah. You understand?
Tumelo, Kabelo. Can we have a taste?
Let's take a look at what you've made for us this morning. I am in need of a cup of coffee, so bring it this way. Let's take a look.
So
you can bring it to us.
Do you have a coffee that you can show us?
Actually, I'm about to start.
You're going to make it now, all right?
I'm going to make it for you, so fresh and...
Oh.
on the stage.
Okay, sure.
Okay, you can actually explain the process then, how you make a really good cup of coffee.
Yeah, actually it takes a lot of progress, which is you need to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, anybody can say your coffee is not nice.
You can make it
you
while
might
you're
be doing the same coffee. So what you do, you need a grinder, you need some coffee beans. So I might use some Jabulani.
Ooh, we're getting some Jabulani.
Yeah, some Jabulani.
Personal touch. Are you a coffee drinker, Kabelo?
Big time. I mean, and it's amazing how, Nikinwela, now I know it's actually called chicory. It's actually the leftovers of like the beans. So the stuff that we, the instant stuff that we drink is actually like masala.
Wow.
Yeah, so the real stuff is there. And I used to love, obviously, like rekhotsika, coffee or whatever, chicory, and you drink it until you taste that. And then obviously it coincided with me kind of turning a new leaf from a health perspective. Then you start to understand about putting, good stuff into the system. And I mean, good coffee is actually really good for you. And then for me, there's also the sport aspect of it. Caffeine is a great performance enhancer, in the morning, especially trying to keep up with a hectic training schedule. There's a few things a double shot of espresso cannot solve.
Is caffeine actually good for you to be drinking it, a lot, or you need to have like moderation?
So that's a very good question. Because I loved it so much, there was a point where I was having 4 or 5 cups a day. Ooh. And then you just wired the whole day, and then you kind of miss the the benefits and kind of there's just kind of the sufficient effect you need for it to do what you needed to do at that moment in time. And then I've cut back. So I'm at about 3 a day, but then what I do is also just add a lot of water. So if you're having a lot of caffeine, I think just make sure that you're consuming a lot of water.
Kabelo takes his coffee very seriously. He takes his coffee seriously. Jabulani, just update us what you're doing now.
So now what I'm doing, I'm about to pull espresso, which is the base, the main base of actually all the beverages, the coffee beverages, like cappuccino, latte, americanos, all your mochachinos. So this is the base.
Okay.
It's like a foundation before you build your house.
Okay.
So you need that.
You're such a storyteller. And also I wanted to know that is it good to put milk into your coffee or not? Should you have it black, or you can still have it with milk? Which is the healthier option or the more delicious option?
Oh, actually people are different, I believe in that. So sometimes we have argument in the coffee industry that how should actually coffee be taken, but which is people are different. So the people who enjoy the milk, which is makes it creamier, you get more taste of caramel and chocolatey when you mix coffee with milk.
Okay.
Because of the sweetness of the milk, you get into a certain temperature.
All right.
To give you the sweetness.
So we're just literally less than 1 cup.
We don't have a lot of time left, so if you can make us 1 cup so we can take a look at some of your work. And in the meantime, Kabelo, just what are you working on? What's up next for you?
So we are hell-bent on making sure that we continue our mission. I mean, I'm also putting structures in place in my small business. You know, I run a running retail shop, you know, combined with a health center. And I want to put in place that certain of those proceeds actually continue to, you know, go feeding the hungry. I'm just of the conviction now that, you know, whatever we do should be connected to a purpose, you know, bigger than ourselves. I'm in studio again with my 10th project. It's my last one. It's, you know, I'm 43 and, you know, music is a young man's game.
Don't do this.
It's a young man's game.
No, he'll change his mind. No, he'll change his mind. So when can we expect the new music then?
I'm not sure. I'm in studio and I need to make sure it's right because the competition is tough.
It's hectic. The South African music industry is thriving.
You know?
Do you still get pressure for TKZ to reunite as a group?
Well, I mean, we've actually just done 2, you know, sync deals for 2 corporates. So we're still doing kind of a lot of work in the background. We've always said to remake that, you know, there's so many variables that kind of need to be a part of it, where I'm a family man now, Zwai's a family man, Tukulo's doing his own thing. Because what we need to do is literally sleep in the studio.
That's what you
and cut out everything, because that's exactly what we used to do.
All right then, Jabu, how are we looking there? We're literally running out of time. How's it looking?
Yeah, so actually now my espressos are ready.
Okay.
What I'm doing now is the milk. I'm steaming the milk, which is the most important when you come into your lattes, your cappuccinos.
Okay.
You need to get your milk. They call it the microfoam milk.
All right.
Which is the lingo of the coffee industry.
Bring it over here. Let's see.
Seconds running.
Your point of table.
Yes.
Show it and then
show so that the camera can zoom in on it so the viewers can see what it looks like.
All right, so in just a few
I love this, the way it smells. It's
the coffee.
That smell.
Really great. Okay, Jabulani is on his way.
And I think I'm looking forward to seeing the face as well, like the art on the coffee, because I don't know how they get it. How do you also get the art right? I mean, that is something else.
So it takes a lot of practice actually when you want to make art, which is sometimes it's a person itself.
Right.
It's a feeling.
Okay.
Because sometimes you'll be like, because with me, to make it easier, I used to draw with what you call clouds.
Okay.
I used to watch a lot of clouds when I was growing up. So it has this vision, you could draw anything in the clouds. So when it came to the coffee, it's the same thing.
All right, then. So literally seconds, and we'll be, of course, moving on to our next show. Brad Dan and Uveka will be coming and updating you. But before that, we have to show you this coffee. Absolutely amazing. And, all right, we're almost there.
It takes a lot of work to perfect a good cup of coffee.
I love the way how he's, you know, handling the pressure, you know?
He's doing it.
Because we like customers. Listen, I gotta go.
It's like that.
Broadcasting time.
So we're used to that.
Yeah, he's used to it because the customers are always
Look at that. Swirl it around a little bit.
Ooh.
Wow.
So what? I'm going to start with the seahorse.
Okay.
A seahorse.
Yeah, boo.
Wow.
That's how you make art.
Seahorse.
So when people come and order a cup of coffee, do they request certain artworks, or you just, you know, do whatever you feel?
Normally we do what we feel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the care.
Let's take a look.
So,
Wonderful.
What?
this is your
That
do
is
that? Look at that.
beautiful.
No way.
No way.
Wow. I don't want to drink that.
You feel like, why would you destroy a piece of art by drinking it like that?
That's what I always get from the customers.
It's
Wow,
beautiful,
I can't drink
Jabulani.
No, I can't
Well
drink
done.
that.
Very well done to you.
Sure. Thank you so
Right,
much.
while Jabulani continues to make cups of coffee, that's where we leave it for the week. But before we do that, Money Matters is up next. But first, Kabelo, sign out.
Don't forget to go to hopewitheverystep.com to continue donating so we can feed the hungry. I'm Kabelo Mabalani, ENCA, Johannesburg.
There we go.